Pandey. This name is over here. Instead of that, Jayesh Jaiswal. SMC Mirzapur. I think, no, this other name is wrong. All right, instead of Pratiksha Pandey, we've got Jayesh Jaiswal. Judges, please note, on my sheet, the name was given as Pratiksha Pandey. In case your sheet is also similarly placed, then correct the second speaker speaking against the motion from St. Mary's Mirzapur as Jayesh Jaiswal. Jayesh, please.
A very hearty morning to everyone. I am Jayesh Jaiswal from St. Mary's Mirzapur. Digitalization in India. I would literally call an illiterate person, a person illiterate if he does not know about digitalization. Yes, because if you are not able to know about digitalization, you are not able to stand in this world. If I ask you what is the time, you would definitely say 10:30. Why? Because you yourself know, because that you are entrapped in the digitalization world. You will say 30 past 10 if you are a traditional and orthodox person, but you will say 10:30 if you are a modern and a technological person. What about e-books? Aren't they simple? Would you like to carry heavy and lumpy books in your bags, giving pain to your shoulders all the way to the school instead of having a simple e-book in your pocket and just having an audio-visual classes? Smart classes are also going on in the school. Aren't they simple? Even the small kids in the school are allowed to take the smart classes because the teachers know that it will help them in a more proper way and make them help understand in a more easier way. Japan, Amsterdam, United States of America, they are developed. Why? And India is not. India is still a developing country. It is all because of digitalization. As the theme of the host college suggests, Semper Sursum, always aim high. So is the theme and the aim of Japan, America and Amsterdam, because they are digitalized. We will not be digitalized, we will not grow up. We will not be digitalized, we will always lag behind in our dreams, in our aims. And what to say, without digitalization, we will always lag behind. I hope all of you would have seen the film Three Idiots. In that, there was a dialogue. By the fear of a hunter, even the lion in the zoo starts singing a song. But we call that lion a well-trained, not well-educated. Mark my words, that is well-trained, not well-educated. That is the traditional and orthodox way. If you are well-educated, you will change the world. Though I wanted to speak more, but I am bound by the time and the judges. So here are my concluding words, that develop India and be digitalized. Thank you.
Thank you. That was Jayesh Jaiswal. All right. I believe there's a person wanting to question you from the girls' high school. Please go on to the podium and ask your question.
A very good morning, my friend. I'm Sagarika Banerjee from Girls High School and College.
Good morning to you too.
Oh, thank you.
Let's have the question. Pleasantry is over. Yes.
My question to you is, don't you think 3D printers using plastic as filament are going to oppose our environmental education?
Why are they going to oppose the environmental education? Plastic is a recyclable material.
No questions.
Plastic is a recyclable material and they are not going to harm the environmental education.
Okay, so that's his answer. Any other questions? Yes, Tanya. Tanya from SJC Rehan Nagar is the next person asking a question.
Do you really think that every school can afford smart classes?
Why not? There is government in every country. The funds are there, investment is there. If you want to develop your country, then you must afford smart classes, and every country can afford smart classes in each state and each city.
Then why not till now?
It is there in every country. It is only because of the school that they are not doing.
All right, that question also stands answered in whatever way he felt like answering it, and it is for the judges to decide whether the question was well answered or not. Thank you.
Thank you.
So that was Jayesh Jaiswal. We've gone almost halfway through the debate. I was, in fact, debating within myself that whether or not I should say it right here. But I guess there is a need, because the debate is not only meant for the participants and for the judges to judge them and to, at the end of the day, give out prizes first, second and third. There's an audience, and we as audience know we have a right to hear the debate on the topic that has been given. May I just give a hint to the participants? The topic is, we need to make the educational divide our priority and not the digital divide. From all the speakers that have come so far, basically it is appearing to me as if they are treating it as a debate between whether or not we should use digitalization in education, or whether it is a contest between education on the one hand or digitalization on the other. Whereas to my mind, on a plain reading of the topic, it talks about one who are educational haves and on the other hand educational have-nots. And then there are people who are digital haves, and then we have got digital have-nots. Now probably what the debate wanted us to hear about was that whether it is a time for us to worry more about those who have access and means of education, conventional education, and those who don't. Are we to bother more about them, or are we to bother more about those who have got digital means and those who have not? Right now what we've been hearing is basically as if it is a debate between education or conventional education on the one hand and the use of digital devices on the other. So I would expect the remaining participants now to focus on the topic. This is exactly what I have been hinting. On the one hand, you've got the educational haves and the educational have-nots. And on the other hand, you've got the digital haves and the digital have-nots. So kindly concentrate on this part of the topic, because let's not go through the entire debate debating something which is not at all a part of the topic. Thank you. I hope the participants to come will focus on this aspect of the matter. The next team that I shall now call upon is Girls High School. St. Anthony's was there on the list, but they are not over here. So the next team is Girls High School, and I call upon Sagarika Banerjee of the Girls High School to take the podium for the motion. Yes, your time starts now. Please.
There are 3 roads to ruin: women, gambling, digitalization. The most pleasant is with women, the quickest is with gambling, but the surest is with digitalization. A very good morning to the honorable members of the jury and my dear competitors. The topic for today's debate is, we need to make the educational divide our priority and not the digital divide. And I, Sagarika Banerjee from Girls High School and College, stand here to firmly support the motion. The entire objective of true education is to make people not merely do the right thing, but to enjoy the right thing. Not merely learn it, but to cherish knowledge. Not merely pure, but to love purity. Not merely just, but to be hungry and thirsty after justice. And my dear friends, educational divide makes us do all these things. By educational divide, we just don't focus on the reading material. We are allowed to inculcate in ourselves many traits like team spirit, flamboyancy, confidence, and how to do things in an impeccable manner. But by digitalization, there are many distractions. And I suppose none of you can argue with me on this, that you are not distracted because of digitalization. My dear friends, when you see your friends partying and posting photographs on the Facebook, will you be more concerned with the education that you find on the internet? Not at all. The entire youth is after digitalization. From latest gadgets, mobile phones, electronic devices, they know it all. But my dear friends, because of this, they become corpulent and clumsy. My worthy competitors may now argue with me that social life is also a part of education, and they are the most socially advanced people due to technology. But being connected to someone who is staying in abroad and ignoring the person right in front of you is not what we call social life. At the end, I would like to rest my case by saying, education makes people easy to lead, but difficult to drive. Easy to govern, but impossible to enslave. Thank you.
Anyone to question Sagarika Banerjee? Yes. Again, we've got Prakhar Pathak of St. Joseph's College wanting to ask a question of Sagarika. Prakhar, please keep your question succinct and to the point. Allow her enough time to answer.
Well, you said that nobody can argue with that phones are distracting. Yes, phones are distracting, but where there's will, there's a way. It's totally up to you whether you want to focus
Your
on
question,
studies.
Prakhar. I'm still waiting for your question.
So my question is that she said that nobody can argue with her that phones are distracting, and that if we...
Where is your question? Please ask